Hi, I'm Upper Reality, musician and astrocartographer, echolocating the path from the life we want to live to the present moment. But yeah, I'm popping in, giving you guys a play-by-play of everything that's been unfolding since October, which is basically the last time I had given y'all a newsletter. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, I have the link below. Yeah, it's gotten pretty deep, y'all. I would say overall, the past 5 months or so has been about Upper Reality becoming real, becoming grounded in its own, outside of what label is signing it and what platform is boosting it. And in the physical, a lot of cool things happen too. So going all the way back to October, I ran my brand partnership with Empirical Labs, a really great line of compressors and EQs. For the campaign, I had the opportunity to just go out and get some found sounds, going to the beach or the Arboretum or I guess wherever I went, and taking just sounds of life and alchemizing them into music. I was really happy with how the final product came out. I'll put the link to it below, but you can kind of see behind me, see how I'm B-rolling it. But yeah, November I started dropping more cover content, and you know how cover content goes. The people that, get really hot, they find that little place and they just do a video from that same angle like once a week or whatever. And these are kind of what they look like right now. And I dig them. I think that they're nice. I like making nice music. But in tandem with that, one of the things that bubbled up in November is this specter of achievement that has just been like following me for a long time. I just woke up to a lot of how I have been pushing myself to kind of earn God's love in a sense. Yeah, it's kind of bringing me my PTSD back. Obviously, it's something I'm still working through, if we aren't all. But yeah, I definitely had some hot bars during that time. That high school has probably forgotten its name. It's maybe engraved on some kind of John Philip Sousa award at best. And now he's walking around with carpal tunnel. It's not worth it. It's not fair. Spittin', okay? So yeah, while I have been mobilizing the online content, I also did a lot of IRL stuff. It's been really interesting because a lot of these are like more jazz spaces, which I had not really previously dug deep in like I have been. But I got a couple of good ones in. I also ate a few times. But I guess that's a part of it, right? But I got also a chance to play a lot of my original music out, and that was a really great joy as well. A lot of this new music I still have sitting in the vault for several reasons. One, I'm just talking out of fear. I'm actually petrified of the entire thing. That's the reason why I haven't released any new music. Let's be so for real. We're working on that, okay? I swear to God. January was interesting because, I'm in LA and we had the fires, and that was quite an event. My heart goes out to the folks that were affected in the Eaton fire and in the Palisades fire. I mean, it was pretty intense. Like just even the energy in the air, and the air quality and the haze and everything. I did my own exploring into some of the areas in my own like community service, and it was really interesting. I learned a lot about the human psyche, y'all. There were so many clothes. There were so many clothes. And people are crazy. Like, what makes you think somebody wants... Never mind, I'm just not even going to go into it. This is Upper Reality. And it's all right, because I also got a chance to see the beauty of the music community come together and support each other. All is in divine timing with regard to how the events in the outside world correlate with how Upper Reality is unfolding. So, and then there was NAMM. And like, NAMM was cool. NAMM was cool. Had a good time. NAMM. I haven't even been that many times, but I actually really do love it. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I mean, who isn't? All of the brands and the musicians that you see people crowding around trying to meet them and stuff, and The food is pretty good food. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but it's pretty good. Yeah, actually, I'm still raving about it. I got to see some great performances by musicians that I'm really cool with and or admire. And yeah, I had a really good time. But one thing that has been interesting during this season, a little bit challenging, is in regards to the new inauguration. I mean, everybody's life is flipped upside down, right? Okay, but as a non-binary person who has made steps to change my gender on all my official documents, I'm not changing it, so I don't know what y'all want me to do. I guess it's a travel ban, I guess. Is that what you want? You know? And the service that I have done in the queer community, especially with somatic sessions, returning when I can get my head on straight, okay? It's so important to support queerness. It's even bigger than queer people. It is so important to support queerness because queerness brings something so special to the world and to the human spirit. The insistence on taking your construction into your own hands beyond what your purported role is in reproduction. That is something that I hold very deep in my spirit right here, and it's not going away. But yeah, with that being said, it just puts me deeper into the resolve of what upper reality is. Upper reality, the entity, will always go a little harder and farther than even me, the physical in the person. And I am grateful to be the channel for this force in the world. And February was my birthday. Not much else to say there. Had a good time. Oh, no, not even. Yo, look at this clip. Look at what they did for me in my job. Wasn't it popping? But then, get this, right? The day after, the Tiny Desk audition is due, right? And for weeks, I had been like, oh, I want to hire some people. We're going to go and plug it here. I'm going to print out these charts because you know I don't play about my charts. See, they're going to keep denying me. I'm telling you, that's what they're going to keep doing. But, you know, they always deny before the rooster crows. At the end of the day, I just decided to press play. Now, coincidentally, I also did this song last year, but honestly, this song is a smash. Like, I believe in the song. I'm gonna keep playing the song until the world catches up to it, you know? I think that for a lot of those competitions, winning can be the kiss of death, so I'm not really pressed about it. But contests like brand partnerships are always, you know, a good way to just like keep your wheels turning, receive a prompt, mobilize yourself, see what you can do, So yeah, that's the meat and potatoes of what's been happening here with Upper Reality. But I would be remiss not to mention this thing that happened. Okay, so as I'm building this mycelium, right, I want the world to be bigger than the records, right? So I'm always trying to find new ways to creatively like engage myself and my audience and just my impetus and whatnot. So I got the whim one day, like, oh, why don't I go to watch one of my favorite childhood movies, The Prince of Egypt, and take the score, okay, stem split the score from the dialogue, just put my own music into the score, huh? Well, then I thought, oh, I kind of want to stencil it a little bit to where I'm first accompanying some of my favorite music and art that I am really tight with, and then kind of create over that. And so I eventually settled on Sun Ra's Languidity. I was like, okay, I'm just going to like record the music over the video real quick, and then I'll time stretch it and move it as need be. Y'all, I pressed play, and I can't even tell you what happened on YouTube because if I show it, they'll copyright the video. So I put the link to it below, and it's on my website, upperreality.xyz. That's why you always have to have your own website, you know what I mean? It's my domain. I hold it down over there. It was an eerie and uncanny synchronicity. It's like that song was made for that movie. I knew God is real at that moment, and I knew I was tapped in. Ugh. I'm grateful for that, grateful for the reminders that it's always bigger than me, and grateful for the ability to once again be a facilitator, a channel, an echolocator from the life that we want to live all the way to the present moment. You don't have to travel for it, you just have to be open. You get me? You know? But yeah, this has been the newsletter update for Upper Reality for October all the way up to now. And I am very, very grateful that y'all made it to the end of this video. If you are peeping from the newsletter, thank you for subscribing to the newsletter. Also subscribe here to the channel. I do live streams and I do talks and I do little things like this. And yeah, this has been great, y'all. Y'all be easy.